believe. Cześć, siema, jak leci? Adi here, and it's Sunday, it's morning, it's first snow of the season. Just a tiny little bit of snow since yesterday. But today we dipped low below zero. It was like -7 when I left house today. So cold. So because it's winter and cold, and you want something warm and warming up and something that would just hug your tummy. We're having a look into Norwegian ration again. I think it's the last current one I got. Arctic field ration. I believe they're also already available on civilian markets. It's just that these are supplied also for the Norwegian army during missions and exercises. It's menu 18. You can see the color line here. It's rough number. Hello, baby. It's rough number. The actual number is somewhere in this bottom section, like here-ish. But the general number is here because you got like also boosted line, which got more calories. Menu 18. So cod in creamy curry sauce. I'm equal parts excited and scared. Also tried how do you pronounce it in Norwegian, and it'll be like torsk I kremet curry sauce. And I balked it already, but something like that. Torsk I kremet curry sauce. Something like that. Yeah. Single meal. Freeze dried. All the components are listed in Norwegian, English, French, and German. All the allergens are listed in bold. And yeah, batch number. From the batch number, it would seem it was made in February this year. This is very fresh and good before February 2024. Okay, enough chatter. Let's get inside. See, when they got pliable seal, it just feels right open. Just like that. And you got yourself a nice bowl of items. First up, blueberry protein bar. Blubs! And from the photo, it does look like European blueberries, wild blueberries, also known as bilberries, actually. Yeah. Anyway, protein bar. Dark chocolate, 60% cocoa. Dark chocolate is the way to go. Don't want any of that nasty milk stuff. Tropisk fruit mix. So tropical fruit mix. Ananas, pineapple, mango, papaya. Nice. Freeze-dried fruit. We get some coffee, obviously. Can't forget they were coffee. As you will notice, there is no sugar, no creamer. Spearmint chewing gum. It's all real. It's all real or real branded. Disinfection swab or moist towelettes. There is a spoon. And yes, I'm leaving the main to the last. We got tortilla med krydret oxekjøtt, so tortilla with seasoned beef. On the package they call it Mexican tortilla. Had that once before, and it's nice and spicy in a way that warms you up. Lemon flavored energy drink. Can't say my favorite, but you know. You got a Ziploc baggie with trash for your leftovers, whatever you might need. And the last part of the meal is this full meal, peeled meal, cut in creamy sauce. This is a single portion. After adding water, it will be over a kilo of food, so like a pound of food, 600 calories. And obviously it's fish, so you know it's fish. That's the fish here. It does not check any of the boxes for vegan, vegetarian, gluten or lactose free. That's okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, as you can see, this is also it's freeze-dried and it's vacuum sealed. So technically, this, if you get that in your pantry, that would live there for years before going bad, before risking any spoilage. Instructions are clear. Open, add water to the mark, ziplock for 8 minutes, stir. You can add extra water if you want, and go eat. So I know I pointed out every time we get this kind of ration compared to American MRE, because in MRE you get like the main part of the meal itself accounts for 1300 calories for this whole meal. This is almost half of it. In MREs, the main makes up maybe a quarter of the calorie allowance. So just to show you how different countries build their meals. Obviously, you get something to eat on the go. You got something to snack on while waiting for your main. But still, the bulk of energy, of nutrition, is in the one meal. It's not million sides to be mixed together. And yeah, it's empty. You can use it as a trash bag or whatever. Put that to the side. Obviously, I won't be using the baggie or the spoon because I got my own utensils. Yeah. Let me put the kettle on, okay? I'll be right back. Well, try to find some sugar in my leftover box. No such luck. Okay, let's put that to the sides. Coffee. Obviously, we're going to need hot water for coffee. I'm not a fan of coffee, especially if it's dark and unsweetened. But well, for the fullness of the experience, just your everyday freeze-dried granulated coffee. Smells nice though. And obviously this is too much of a meal for me, especially if I'm to try everything else, and so I'm going to mix myself just a small portion of that. Apologies about that. And obviously the beauty of this is that I can prepare only as much as I need. There's no need to heat everything up and reheat it later. Let's see if I can get you a hiss. Oh yeah, that was a hiss. Okay. Oh. Funnily enough, that smells very fishy. Not that fishy. Just there's a fish smell, distinct fish smell in there. But it was stronger when I open it. What's in the ingredients? Potato, cod, carrot, onion, fiber, flour, cream, Fish bouillon. Okay, so basically we're getting potatoes, cod, carrot, and some sauce. Can we identify all the bits? I think so. I would say these are our three main components. Obviously carrot is easy to spot. Oh, there's definitely carrot in there. That was fish. Like, just from the way it changed texture in your mouth, there's no mistaking that was fish. So that would be the potato. It just crumbles apart into nothingness. Problem with separating part of it from the bag out is that most of the spicing, most of the small powder is on the bottom. Okay, nice portion. We got some fish in there. Maybe a bit more fish. Just to make sure we get some. Okay, that's my portion for the day. The rest of it, there's still a lot. We'll leave there till another day. Obviously, once I open it was once I broke the vacuum seal. It won't last that long, so I may want to finish it within a couple of days. But yeah, okay, let's net weight 100 grams, after water 530, so about 400 ml of water you add. So I just need a little bit less. So you would add, like, to the full portion, like 13, 14 fluid ounces of water. Okay, this is for now. You can always add more after it's soaked, after it's reconstituted. You want to stir it first. Make sure water gets everywhere. And in the bag, there's a little ziplock. I'm going to just cover it. And let it get ready. Comes the tray. Okay, there's my coffee. Okay, I will mix the drink in a minute, but just tropical fruit mix. Tropical fruit mix, dried fruit. Serving triple peppers. Oh, these are tiny. Just look how tiny small they are. Like I would think we'd get bigger chunks, but these are just tiny. So as you get pineapple or ananas. I got some papaya and mango. I could probably identify all of them here. That's actually mango. But yeah, nice, sweet, so dessert, gives you vitamins, gives you fiber. Blueberry protein bar. Oh, that smells nice. Mostly sugary, but a little bit of berry too. You can easily see the berries in it. And I would say that's definitely the European blueberry, also known as bilberry. So dark chocolate, 60% cocoa. Dark chocolate is the way to live. And I don't really care how I open this one actually, because I will probably finish it off today anyway. We got a nice, I believe it's 25-gram pack. That's cheating. Such a small portion, like 25 grams, dude. Give me at least 50. And then we got our tortilla with seasoned beef. Tortilla med krydret oksekit. I'm sorry for butchering. I don't speak a lick of Norwegian, as you can imagine, or any Scandinavian language actually. Also, if you recognize the name Bridgeford, I believe that's UK company. Nope. US company. Okay. Imported by Oriford Denmark, and they deliver red components to multiple rations, to MREs, to Scandinavian rations, I believe also to UK ones. So, oh, the smell, dude! Like the spice just wafts right through me. You can see there's definitely going to spicy. Totally catch. You can tell it is a wrapped tortilla. It's not just a block of something. We get into that in a second, but I'm so looking forward to that. It's going to be nice and spicy and chewing gum. We got the swab. Another drink. Open, then fill with water. Energy drink with taste of lemon. Just add 3 deciliters, so about 300 mils of water, so about 10 fluid ounces. It's amazing how they use deciliters. Like no one else really uses this kind of notation. It's there, it's valid mathematical notation, but no one uses it anyway. And yeah, the ingredients list us with sugar, maltodextrin, some more sugar, and then there's sodiums, all sorts of different minerals, and then it's flavoring. Okay, I like it. Oh, I just I don't know what happened, but for some time now, powdered lemon drinks just set me off. There's something off-putting about that smell. So chemical. It's mostly loose powder. Some of it got crystallized. Let's see it. But yeah, pouch got like the gassets on the bottom, so I can just set it. Also, there's a fill line like up here. So yeah, let's just fill it. Let's just fill it. 300 ml, so almost half my water bottle. Okay. And it specifies to add cold water. Nope, still more to go. Yep, with Darish, so. A sip of water. Oh, that's cold. A sip of water for me. I could probably mix it with a spoon inside, but we're going to try and just shake it, because why not? Double check your ziplock, roll and shake. Yeah, and it's leaking obviously. Now. Is it glass? Oops. How do I open this now? Yeah, that's going to need some spoon help. Because there's a lot of residue on the walls of the bag. And I assume I want to drink that residue because minerals. Even if that's meant as an energy drink and not isotonic. Doesn't taste bad at least. Never pour from the corner, always fold it in half. And if you want to know why, just try it and you'll learn. Okay. So because there was like 300 ml, my glass is smaller obviously, so that's the why. Okay, let's reorganize the tray because I'm going to need that space. Was it 8 minutes already? Oh, should have checked the clock. Should have checked the bloody clock, but okay. Okay, so I made it a bit soupy. Could have probably added a bit less water, but oh, it smells very fishy. If you don't like fish, that's not for you. It's not a bad fish smell, but just cod has this very unique smell to it. It's very sea fish smell, and it's just okay. That's the main. Chewing gum. Let's wash hands because why not? Apparently someone noticed at some point that if you compare male and female Russian reviewers on YouTube, guys use the... Oh, it's so wet. Just like I could just squeeze the water out of it. Guys use the moist towelettes after eating to clean up after, while girls apparently clean hands before eating. I know that makes more sense to me, especially if you like. It feels so nice on my hands, especially if you prepare this in some sort of field conditions. You do want your hands clean to eat it, so just makes sense, no? Okay, so cheers. Na zdrowie. Vaguely lemony. Nicer than the American one we had last week. And way better than Polish isotonic that's lemon flavored. I actually don't mind this one. It's a very light, not too sweet lemonade. Yeah, works for me. So let's start with the Mexican tortilla, or tortilla with seasoned beef. And just to point this out, because I have to point this out, look at the ratio of tortilla to the filling. Eh? That's how I do it. Tortilla is here just to keep the beef inside. So the first thing you get is a tomato sweetness, some herbs, just this gentle, vaguely tomato sauce with tortilla with beef, and then spice starts building up. I kind of wish I warmed it up because, like, obviously you can take the pouch pop that into boiling water, or just put this into microwave your home. It's just the right level of spice. It's the kind of spice that doesn't burn your mouth. You can still experience a whole range of flavors. It's just this heat that slowly builds up in your mouth, in your throat, and then warms you up. And then it dissipates, so it doesn't leave you like all mouth burnt. This is much appreciated, especially because, as I said, this is sort of a ration for winter condition. So being warmed up with your food, it's always nice. It does make me feel warmer. So, yeah, let's do this first. Protein bar, blueberries. Oh, are hard. Hard, dry, and chewy. And you definitely may want to pair it up with your coffee. But there is a berry flavor to it. And you know how I'm sorry. Do you know how sometimes protein bars taste of that protein powder? And I despise that in my mouth. There's like faint idea of that at the end if you focus. But it's not very pronounced, it's not in your face. So this is actually very nice as a protein bar. Basically it's a cereal bar with added protein, but I enjoy it much more than the usual kind. Still would prefer my coffee with some sugar. It's not bad though, actually. Am I like growing up if I start being able to appreciate black and sweetened coffee? That's worrying. Yeah, for instant coffee, very nice. Not a hint of acidity or anything, just a solid coffee. Okay, so here's our torch et cremette curry sauce, or called in creamy curry sauce, with potatoes and carrot and it's curious how they chose to, put fish into flakes. Like potatoes, you can see there are chunks. Like once they're constituted, you can tell it's potato chunks, right? But fish is in flakes. I think it might be like processed fish. So they made it into sort of a paste and then cut that into flakes. Maybe so it wouldn't just disintegrate in the dish. But then I had freeze-dried fish dish from French Ration, and there were like big chunks of it. It was not a cod though, so maybe that's the difference. Okay, now blubber. Can I get a focus, Mr. Camera? No? Like here? Okay. Okay. one spoonful before I talk to you because. I need a thing, tissue. Okay, so this. It's very gentle in flavor. Creamy, yeah, fucking creamy. Um, a bit watery as you can see, but that's on me because I added too much water. Could have sat with less. Um, it's very gentle in flavor. So if you're worried because you had Indian curry at some point and it was too much for you, don't worry. This is nowhere there. It's very gentle, but it's not bland. And it always surprises me because usually when people talk about food, it's either one on the spectrum is big flavors just bursting in your mouth, or the big loud flavors, if that makes sense. And then there's bland, saltless, whatever. Um, this is very quiet, very gentle food, but it doesn't need anything. Like, yeah, if you got Tabasco, if you got salt, whatever, you could add it to make it more to your palate, but it doesn't need it. It just yeah, I keep going back because it's that good. Um, so when I was getting this Norwegian rations, I picked a couple menus that seemed interesting to me, and then almost regretted getting the cod, and I was putting it off, to try something that's pulled pork or something, like the more usual kind of food. But now this might be my favorite yet. There's carrot in it, yeah, and if you get the chunk of it, you can then taste the sweetness of it. Um, but otherwise, it doesn't. You don't really notice it. Potatoes, there are bits of it, um, but they're also almost cooked out, cooked over, cooked out, cooked off, whatever. So they mostly provide that starchiness to bind it all together. Fish, yeah, fish is processed. As I said, probably to keep it from disintegrating. But if you ever had, I think it's aburaga, like tofu skin, or some sort of soy product that resembles that, like that fake soy leather. This is the kind of texture you get, just softer. Okay, Adi, stop eating. So that's the kind of texture you get. And if you know what cod feels like in your mouth, that's weird. But it doesn't spoil eating this because it just works with those overcooked potatoes and sauce, and it's just because it gives you something to bite into. and then just the spice level is just right. It's just sorry, it's a very happy food, and I did not expect it to be as good when I pulled the ration from my chest this morning. Um, and just to make you appreciate one more thing, this is very gentle. This is very creamy, soft. Definitely tummy hug. It's very easy to eat because there's no big flavors. You can just go back spoon after spoon to your fed, and then if you need something to break that, you get your tortilla. It's just so perfectly balanced. I just 10 out of 10. Go get one if you can. Like if not the whole ration, then just this. I know Rel sells the meals online. Go get it. It's delicious. It's fucking delicious. And then for dessert, we got deep fried food. It looks like pineapple makes the most of it, and then mango is the least represented, but tiny little cubes. One, it's very sugary. I imagine part of it is because it's chopped so finely. On the other hand, because it's chopped so finely, it's easier than bigger chunks. It can sometimes get fibrous and stuff. And this you could just pour it from the bag straight into your mouth. A bit too sweet for me, but very nice snack. Yeah. It starts with sugar. Then you get that pineapple, which is kind of no, not too big, and then you get, I think it's a papaya, because it's just this other flavor comes right at the end and just knocks you. Lovely meal, dude. I mean, chocolate can't make it any better because it's already top marks. There's a little bit of writing on the square. It's quite soft actually for dark chocolate. I think that comes down to the oils used. Nice, but not the crown jewel in this meal. Like seriously, guys. This is really fucking damn delicious. and let me just say that bodes really well for the future. Let me just finish this and I'll show you what I mean, okay? Because this is, it's getting cold. There, done. As I said before, if you don't like fish, you will taste fish. It comes at the end like that that smell of sea you get when you eat saltwater fish. It's there. Um, in home cooking, you can get rid of most of the smell. Sorry, you can get rid of most of the smell, but I don't mind it. It doesn't smell like spoiled fish. It smells like um, sea fish. Delicious, fucking delicious. Okay, let me put that to the side for a minute. I might finish that at the moment. So, this is what the current iteration of Norwegian rations look like. Produced by Drytech, branded as Real Field Meals. And these are just single meal rations. So you'd get 3 of those a day. I believe there's like 24 menus. 6 or 8 of them are breakfast. So all sorts of muesli, porridge, oatmeal. And then the rest are lunch/dinner menus. Those are also, using different sorts of meat. So there's chicken, there's beef, there's fish, and there are at least 2 vegetarian ones. So there's a whole long line of stuff to be chosen. This is kind of like a bowl and everything's packed. A bit of a see-through at the back. This is not as much. But before this came into use, Drytech was producing and providing Norwegian Army with 24-hour rations, which I managed to score at some point. And came to me through the hands of a very dear friend. Okay, so 24-hour. For one day you get 5,000 calories. It is a lot. This is obviously a Arctic or cold climate ration. Given that usual regular, let's call it 24-hour rations, range between about 3,500 to 4,000 calories. 5,000 is a lot. And again, this is just like the line. The actual number is 5,120 calories, so a lot. Got breakfast, lunch, dinner. It was made by Drytech in June 2007, and best before was October 2009. So a little bit past best before, but again, as I said, freeze-dried meal, as long as it's kept dry, it will be safe for years. One thing that bothers me is there is some sort of I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but there's like all sorts of tiny little droplets on the inside of the bags. Definitely on the this is lunch portion. Not so much on the other two. It's possible something because they're old. I have no idea how the previous owner had kept them. There's a chance something sugar based. They went into some sort of heat stress and something sugar based just disintegrate inside. We'll see when we get in there. But 3 meals: breakfast, lunch, dinner. And this is just like the outside menu number 6. If you turn it over, sorry if I popped my mic, you can see all the sorts of information that you would have on the sticker here, printed out here. It's Norwegian, Danish, Swedish, English, and It's not French. Finnish, maybe? Huh, different set of languages, obviously. So what we would get is for breakfast mixed with berries, chocolate, energy drink, cocoa, energy bar, lozenges with honey and camphor. Huh. I mean, obviously to help you with breathing, but camphor. Ugh. Coffee, chewing gum, germ salad cloth, and chlorine tablet. Okay. Okay, that's a nice combo. But yeah, as I said, some sort of oatmeal or muesli, fruit, and then all the sweets. We get both chocolate. Oh, okay, so like a chocolate bar and then cocoa to drink. Nice. Then for lunch, we got pasta Provence, chocolate, energy drink, cocoa, biscuits, mackerel and tomato sauce, raisins, coffee, chewing gum, cloth, chlorine tablet. I'm actually curious what might have gone off. Possibly energy drink got popped open, and you know there's sugar in that. Melted, and like when you remember we had the halal ration, halal UN ration from around the same time period. The sugar was just completely liquid. So that's my guess what happened. It may be raisins, so either drink or raisins. The rest of the stuff doesn't look like would be able to do that kind of damage. And you get different flavors of energy drinks: raspberry for breakfast and lemon for lunch. And then for dinner, wolfish casserole with pasta, prawns, and dill. Wow. So obviously, we're getting fish, we're getting more pasta, but prawns. Can you imagine that in today's rations? I think France got some sort of vaguely Asian flavored meal with rice, chicken, and prawns. And that's probably the only one I can think of. And again, because obviously if this was pouched meal, I probably wouldn't touch 10-year-old seafood. That's just no. Because it's freeze dried, as long as it's vacuum sealed, as it's safely packed, nothing can happen to it. You'll be perfectly fine eating that. So yeah, wolfish. I'm not sure what wolfish is, so we need to look that up. Wolfish casserole, pasta, prawns, and dill, chocolate, energy drink, black currant drink. Oh, so you get 2 drinks. Nice. More raisins, biscuits, jam. See, if the jam was in large portion, that would be what I guess happened in there. But the portion is mostly clear, so no idea. And again, no sugar for coffee, so I couldn't have been plain sugar. And all meals range at around 16 to 1700 calories. So you can see how that changed. Where the difference lies. It's not just one single meal being bigger, but the caloric content nutrition is spread throughout the whole day. But this is for the future. Quite possibly somewhere in December if we get proper snow, because that would put me in the right mood. Today what we had was current issue of Norwegian Arctic Field Ration, Menu 18, torsk i kremet curry sauce, or cod in creamy curry sauce. Absurdly delicious thing, gentle in flavor and a very short list of ingredients actually, but that's just the definition of simple food done right. Very nice beef tortilla, very generous in filling too. Desserts, okay, not amazing, but very very nice. Um, and if you remember my complaint from last week when we were comparing the tortellinis in um, American rations, like one iteration of it was all sweet sides, the other was all savory or salty. This ration, this ration I much appreciate because it's actually very balanced. You get something gentle, you get something spicy, you get something savory, you get something sweet. On one hand, obviously American military spends a lot on the research on making their rations as um, nutritious, as balanced, as performance oriented, as easy to consume as possible. Because fat soldier is operating soldier. But they still don't convince me. this this is this is basically a civilian company. Yes, they learned a lot while working on the stuff from the early 2000 um, producing for the army. But this is next level. This is very very nice. And let's say you go on a trek. This is stuff you want to put in your backpack. If you have means to warm water up. If you don't, that will still work. Pull water in when you start walking. By the time you stop for the meal, it will be reconstituted. It won't be hot, but it will be reconstituted. Yeah, if you can get your hands on one of these. I don't know about other countries, but here they go for a bit more than the MREs, but definitely worth it. Or if you can just get the REL meals. No sponsor, not sponsored, not affiliated or whatever. But definitely worth trying. It's high quality, and because it's freeze dried, one it keeps, but also it also allows for shorter list of ingredients, like potato, cod. Obviously, we established this process, so we got cod, citrus fiber, potato flour, salt. Just stuff to make it hold its shape. Potato, cod, carrot, onion, rapeseed oil, cream. Wheat flour to put it all together. Fish bouillon, again, salt, maltodextrin, yeast extract, fish, vegetables, rapeseed oil, seasoning. Curry, 0.2%. That's why it doesn't taste like curry. Seasoning, antioxidant. That's it. Very, very short list of ingredients. Quality meals. If you can get them, go for it. Yeah, I'm going to finish tortilla of cam just because it's already open. It won't be as nice tomorrow, but it's a very very nice meal. One of my favorites so far, I think, in general, and definitely among these Arctic field rations. And above all, thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned something. If you watch it to fall asleep, I'm sorry if I was too giddy to put you properly to sleep. I guess I'll see you next week. Not sure what we'll see yet. That depends on the weather, the mood. But yeah, I had fun. I enjoyed this. I enjoyed having company with me. So yeah, I know bubble. Adi out. Bye bye. See you next week.